Hola, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
So it's been a while. I think about 3 weeks since we've been on. Happy to be back. We've been busy. We have transitioned from our house building that is pretty much finished, although there's always projects. We're never finished. However, now we've been focusing on renting out our single casita because we are currently living in our 2-bedroom and we have people in the front as well. So we're staying busy. So we're trying to figure out this whole Airbnb thing. That actually took a little bit too with our tax stuff. So, you know, everything here in Mexico is a learning curve. So, and Airbnb on top of that as well.
Yeah, so that's one of the things we had to, one of the hurdles initially. We probably could have listed a little bit sooner on Airbnb, but we wanted to get our RFC information properly documented before we got started, and that took a good month for us to get that taken care of. But we were finally successful in getting it done.
If you are looking for a nice little getaway, quiet, come visit us.
Most people, when they come to this area, I feel like they all want to go to Cabo.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, that's exactly what we did years ago when we came here back in, I think, 2016.
Yeah.
We went to Cabo and we stayed in an all-inclusive resort, and that's all we wanted to do. We didn't even want to leave that resort, and we might have spoken about this in previous videos. And then now, you know, we live here and we're like, how silly was that? Because the cost of staying in those all-inclusive resorts,
it's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. We visited some friends recently in Cabo, and it was, and that's
we
true.
Looked it up, yeah.
The nightly rate is insane.
I think it was like $1,000 a night for 2 people.
For 2 people,
yeah.
That's just crazy. So you can drive 45 minutes up the road and go to Todos Santos, you know, Pescadero, or where we are here in Cerritos. You can have a very nice place for a fraction of the cost and still have money to go out and get all the food you need. So what are we saying? Don't go to Cabo. Come right here to Cerritos. If you found us through this video, mention that and we'll try to give you an additional discount and you can stay here, but come here.
Yeah, and too, he didn't mention La Paz is an hour away, but that's a great day trip too. There's so much there as well. But yeah, like the all-inclusive, I think when we did it, we already spent all that money. We don't want to go out and spend more money when your food's already included, your drinks. 2, I think a lot of people do the all-inclusive because they don't know the area and they think maybe they hear, you know, it's dangerous or whatever, just stay in the resort. It's not like that at all. There's so many great restaurants outside of these hotels, and even in our area, there's so many nice ones. Mm-hmm.
Our first guest, they said to us, you know, it's really nice here, but I really wish you would put like a radio or something in there that, you know, I could hook up. And that was awesome because we put it in, and then the next guest that came in, they said, hey, that's really nice that you have that because I can connect my phone to it. So it's a learning curve. We don't have a washer and dryer.
Yeah, that we did not think about coming back to the casitas, and I think originally our plan was not to be here a lot, so, but now renting out the laundry, that adds up because we have to send it out to get cleaned. Our main house has a washer and dryer, but unfortunately that's not available for us. So we do all the cleaning ourselves currently. We have the time, so, and it's small. We can do it in like 2 hours, a small one.
A few hiccups along the way, one of them being, the most significant one being our inverter.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It went out on us the night before our current Airbnb guests were checking in. And we were fortunate that we were able to contact some people who were able to come.
That same night
and reinstall our inverter that we had originally in the house. So we have a grow watt system, and we had a 6,000 watt kilowatt inverter. We upgraded to a 12,000. Well, the 12,000 went out on us out of nowhere, and we've only had it for, I'd say, 5 months or so.
At most, yeah.
And so we had to put the 6,000 watts, and it's working. So, you know, knock on wood, it keeps working, and so for now, we're good.
So the moral of the story is, we were trying to sell that inverter because we're like, there's no point in us keeping it in storage. And if we did not have that inverter, our first one, we would be stuck without power for like 2 weeks because the generator's not going to work without your inverter. So at least 2 weeks. I'm guessing probably longer.
Probably longer.
So we got lucky because we had our Airbnb guests coming in the next morning.
We also installed a in-home generator system, a Collier 14,000 kilowatt inverter, and that has been generator.
Right now, it's okay because the weather's nice. People aren't using the AC, but summertime, people are going to be using it, and multiple ones all at the same time. So we'll see.
So if you're looking for us and you want to book off Airbnb, you can go to our website, and we will put that information in the description down below, and I'll try to let it run across the bottom of this video as well. You can book through our website, send us a message on WhatsApp, or if you're insistent, you can book us also through Airbnb, and you can do it that way. Just know that when you book it through Airbnb, there are more fees that you're going to end up having to pay.
Yeah. So we're always brainstorming what things will look like, down the road, and we have long-term renters in the front, but once they are out, we've talked about even listing our whole property for like large family or friends for like a week, maybe holidays or whatever. Just block it out for a whole booking. So lots of different options, because total we have five bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. We have their dipping pool, washer and dryer in the main house, garage, fire pit. So it would be great for families to get together.
Something else we've thought about is possibly turning the garage right now into a 3rd bedroom in the main house. We haven't fully finished brainstorming that yet, but it's a thought. So in the meantime, if you are an Airbnb host, or you frequently use Airbnb, or you just do short-term rentals in general, what are some of the things that you like to have whenever you check in? What are your expectations when you check into an Airbnb or a rental in general? What do you expect to have, and how long do you expect to have certain things provided? What I mean by that is, if when you check in, there are toilet papers, do you expect toilet papers for your entire stay? Do you expect coffee for your entire stay? Is there a duration? Because we're trying to figure out what's the best way to do it, where you don't have to travel or immediately check into a place and have these things handy, but at the same point, is there an expectation that you're covered the entire time you're staying wherever you go?
So we'll gladly take any feedback, because this is definitely a learning process for us, and we've done a few Airbnbs in our past, but obviously once we started doing it was mostly in Asia though, and then I guess in Arizona, but besides that we had the RV and we never needed to stay anywhere. So.
And the last thing before we go, if you are building in the area and you'd like to sit down with people who have gone through the building process and get at least one night of a full conversation where you can talk about the do's and don'ts, things to be mindful of, what to expect, we do not have all the answers. But we do have a little bit of experience with what to expect, since we have gone through the process twice in the last year and a half.
With two different
builders.
Yeah.
So, that could be beneficial too. So this is also for you. Come check out our Airbnb, and at the same time we get to sit down and have a conversation about, it's like you still get to stay somewhere and you get free advice. You know what I mean? Why not?
Out by the fire.
Out by the fire.
Yeah.
Just don't ask a specific question about specific builders.
Yeah, but I mean, our first guests, that's kind of what they were doing, actually. From Cabo, they were picking our brains, but they were staying here, so we had nice conversations by the fire both nights.
All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and ding that bell so you can be notified next time we make a video. By the way, yes, we know that the videos kind of stopped for 3 weeks. We really don't know where the YouTube thing is going. I am really not YouTube motivated, and I go through those phases, and this is probably the longest phase that we've gone through. And nothing, I don't even feel like picking up the camera, to be honest with you. But, if at some point we decide not to pick it up anymore, I promise you we will sign off properly. We won't just disappear. But for now, we're gonna keep them coming as often as,
or as little,
as our motivation allows. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hit that notification, subscribe button, and share the video with anyone you know. Hasta luego.
Adios.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below.